Do you need a social media marketer? That's a question that was posed in a Brand Week article recently. And, you know, it talks about the fact that increasingly so, companies like Pepsi and Coca-Cola, Wells Fargo, Ford have appointed social media czars, in a sense. Maybe czar is a pretty overstating the term, because we've seen in the digital space more senior appointments. And these people are not necessarily the czars of their space yet, but they are internal champions. They are evangelists. So Pepsi has Bon and Bo. Ford has ex-cranista Scott Monty. Adam Brown is the guy at Coca-Cola. For the first time, we're seeing companies now saying this stuff, social media, is important enough to the point where we need someone who is a champion, someone who is knowledgeable or is dedicated. But I think the real question is, do companies need an individual, or do they need a department? Is this something that is vertical or horizontal that needs to permeate the organization? It's a worthwhile debate, but it's kind of a little bit irrelevant as well. And I'll tell you why, for two reasons. One individual does not a company make, does not a culture change. One individual is not going to do it by themselves. They're going to need to secure the buy-in of several other people. They're going to need support. They're going to need to be able to permeate this different thinking, this transformational thinking, across and through the entire organization. It has to move from tactical one-offs and tactical silos to strategic imperatives, to organizational process and structural change and dynamics that support these kinds of strategy, and finally, cultural buy-in. Those are the four things: cost, cultural, organizational, strategic, and tactical. So the first thing that concerned me was something that I blogged about a while ago. It was a study by Burson Marsteller, by the PR firm, that actually showed that only 15% of Fortune 500 companies are engaging in direct communication with their customers. In other words, blogging. You know, AKA, this was about blogging. 15%, that's 74 out of the world's largest, most impressive, most scaled companies. 15%, 74 out of 500 were actually engaging in direct communication or conversation with their customers. That is disgusting. It is embarrassing. It is absolutely pathetic. You know, I don't care who you are. I have no concern whatsoever whether you're in a B2B or a B2C space. It's something that I've spoken to you about before. Everybody can do it. Everybody can be creative. Everybody can be innovative. Everybody can invest in experimentation. Everybody can move from campaigns to commitments, and everybody should be thinking about listening and engaging directly, talking with your customers. Period.